Hi teachers, and welcome to Teacher Training for Spark App League. This video will show you how to set up some of the tools we'll be using for Spark Game Jam. First, we'll start by setting up an account with Scratch from MIT. Then, we'll log into our chat program, Slack, and lastly, we'll set up an account on reddit.com, a social media site we'll use to share links. Ready to go? Let's start. The first thing you'll want to do is go to scratch.mit.edu. This is the Scratch homepage. From here, you can click Join Scratch in the upper right-hand corner to start setting up an account. You'll need to choose a Scratch username and a password for your account. Make sure to write this password down somewhere because you'll need it to sign in later and to make changes or to view your Scratch projects. Confirm your password by retyping it in the second box and then click Next in the bottom right-hand corner of the window to continue. Next, you'll need to answer some security questions for your account. Choose your birth month and year from the drop-down lists, select your gender, and then choose United States from the final drop-down list. This information is kept private and is only used by the Scratch team as security questions for your account and for demographic purposes when deciding what features to add to Scratch. Once you're done, click Next to continue. Finally, enter and confirm your email address to finish setting up your account. You'll receive a confirmation email with a link you'll need to click to confirm your account. Click Next to create your account and send the email. Once you click the link to activate your account, you'll automatically be logged into the Scratch site. From here, you can click the OK Let's Go button in the bottom right-hand corner to continue. Now that your account is all set up, we can click on the Create link in the upper left-hand corner to launch the Scratch editor. Now that the Scratch editor is open, take some time to familiarize yourself with the layout. You'll see three separate sections in the Scratch editor. On the left, with Scratch the Cat in the middle, is our stage. This is where your game is actually going to be created and where you'll be able to play it once you're done. The next section is the Scripts window. This is a small strip in the middle with three tabs up at the top that say Scripts, Costumes, and Sounds. We'll get into these a little bit later, but these are where you'll find all the different actions that you can perform in Scratch. These are the code blocks that we'll use to make our program later. For now, let's stay in the motion section. Finally, we have our Scratch workspace on the right-hand side. This big empty space is where we'll drag our code blocks to actually make our game. Feel free to play around with the Scratch editor for a little bit, but don't get too caught up. There's a few more tools we need to set up before we can continue our teacher training and start creating our game. The next tool we're going to be using is a chat client called Slack. Slack is going to be our main communications tool between teachers, students, and Spark admins. You should have already received a registration link for Slack from the Spark admins. If not, send an email to admin@sparkappleague.com and we'll get you set up. Otherwise, if your email address ends in one of the domain names at the bottom of the page, click the blue link at the bottom to create a new Slack account. Type your email address and password into the boxes and click Sign In to join the Slack channel. Once Slack loads up, you'll see several channels on the left-hand side. By default, you're subscribed to the general channel automatically. There's also a channels listing and a direct messages listing. If you click on channels on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see the different channels that are available for help or for teachers. Click on the teachers channel to sign up for it. You can also direct message other users by clicking on direct messages on the left-hand side. If you click on direct messages, you'll get a listing of all the Slack users in the Spark channels. Click on the person's name that you want to chat with to open up a direct message to that person. Lastly, you can optionally create an account on reddit.com. We'll be using reddit.com/r/spark to share interesting programming and technology links, give news and updates about the Spark Game Jam event, and share other projects by Scratch users from MIT. To create a new account, go to reddit.com/r/spark, and in the upper right-hand corner, click Sign Up. You'll choose a username, a password, confirm your password, and put in an email address that you can use to recover your account in case you forget your password. Click Sign Up, and you'll be taken to the homepage for the subreddit for Spark App League. If you have an interesting link you want to share, feel free to submit it. Users can upvote and downvote submissions using the arrows on the left-hand side, allowing the best links to rise to the top. Now that you've got the tools set up, you're ready for teacher training. Join us at sparkappleague.com/teacher-training to get started.